by the party to harvest votes and protect them. The person so appointed must be trusted by the party, who owns a smartphone and masterly at the state. There will be a transition. Mr. Chairman, I raise my case.
I would like to call the names that under consultation that I've received under to maximum 2 minutes, please. Northwest Zone, former Governor of Katsina. For the South Zone, former North Central Zone, member of BOT, former Speaker.
There's nobody here who goes into council meeting with his hands.
We just at least give people freedom to ask questions. So please, so feel free. If those are the names, then Chima, you can go disturbing us.
Max 2 minutes.
But we must come together and fight hard. And fight for the cause of Nigeria and Nigerians. Atiku Abubakar and his running mate Ifeanyi Okowa are ready to do that. I hear slogans saying Atiku is coming and Okowa is coming. To me, Atiku and Okowa are already here. Because this is the Nigeria that we want to salvage. And these are the arrowheads of our campaign and our program to make sure that we reverse the misfortunes of this country that the APC administration has imposed on all of us. Therefore, ladies and gentlemen, this is a very important task. This is a very important gathering and a very important meeting. Moving from here forward today, elections have commenced. Let us keep focus on the objective of winning elections. We must go and target voters because voting quality and quantity matters in this election. So we must be able to target voters and must concentrate on the polling units in order for us to garner enough votes to make sure we deliver our candidate at all levels. What is crucial is unity of purpose and unity of our members of our party. We need that unity. So I'm appealing to all those who, for one reason or the other, in the course of the process of bringing up this panel and this body, have issues, to please join hands with us. Because the fight for Nigeria is everyone's fight. The responsibility is on our shoulders. We cannot afford to plank it. This is an opportunity for the PDP to come back robust and shining and strong and save this country from the insecurity everyone is facing, economic misfortunes, infrastructural decay, and all manner of problems, and a very poor handled economy. So therefore, my time is up, but I want to urge us to please come and work together and save this country. That's our mission, and that's our focus, and that's our purpose. Thank you.
Zone is concerned, we will go and abide with the instructions passed here and ensure the organization of the campaign council is tailor-made to the instruction of the council. Thank you very much.
Thank you. As a national woman leader, I was representing the South-South. I came from the South-South. So that's why they asked me to speak on behalf of the South-South. And I'm also Southeast. Yeah. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I'm so happy at what happened yesterday and what is happening now. I want us in this spirit to go back to all our zones, our states, and continue in this spirit. We should not take it for granted that we are very few. Even though we look many, we are very few. We should not take it for granted that the few of us who have come out can do the job. We need more hands. So what it means is that we should go back and bring out everybody. There are so many people who are still behind, who feel left behind, who are still disgruntled. So reconciliation will not stop. Reconciliation should not stop. And everybody should bring everybody on board. Nobody is too small. One vote can be the deciding vote. And we need to garner all the votes we can get. Please, we also need to know what the message is. We are not going to be talking about people or abusing people. We have clear message, and our message is reset. Reset means reconstruction. We talk about education. We talk about security, education. I don't even know what the T is. You find it. So let reset be your mantra, and that's what we should be talking about. If we do that, we have won. We are not going to be talking. Then, thank you very much for recognizing the importance of women. Thank you for recognizing that without women, you can't make it. That is why he has said that it is women that are the canvassers and the agents. That shows that without women, no PDP, no Nigeria. Gender inclusiveness. Again, there were some people, the people living with disabilities, we should not overlook them. Yes, we shouldn't overlook them because they are complaining a lot in our areas. Like I said,
from the top to the bottom, but it's from the bottom to top. Because this regime has taken us from where we were to a low place. So I want to thank this body for making it possible for us to see that the most important place is at our polling units. I want to advise that each and every one of us seated here should all move to our places, even those of us who stay here in Abuja. Now it is very important that you leave Abuja to your places so that we can bring PDP on board. I want to, on behalf of the North Central, say we are ready. If you can see somebody like David Mark who is there, know that North Central is covered. I want to say we are ready and PDP is ready. God bless you.
My colleagues, members of the campaign council, congratulations to all of us. This campaign I'm very happy with. And I'm happy because it is a campaign I am used to, and it is a campaign that I like to see all Democrats are happy with. It is the reality of democracy, that we all go back to actually campaign and campaign on getting the mandates of our people to ensure that we win this election hands down. All the necessary ingredients have been laid by the ruling party for us to take back the power from them. I therefore want to appeal to all of us at all stages to have a campaign that is all inclusive. This is not time for sharing anything. It is time for bringing everybody on board to ensure that everybody's participation is recognized and appreciated so that we can win this election. For us and my colleagues in the Northeast, this is our campaign more than any other zone because the presidential candidate is ours. We must ensure that we bring in more votes than any other zone to the best of our ability in terms of the percentages that are expected. I therefore appeal to those of you that are from my zone to work much harder than any other person from any zone. Thank you. May God bless you.
So if you're not spoken today, you speak another time. And you also have opportunity to speak in your state, in your unit, in your ward. Your voices will be heard there. Please. that's where the votes are. I don't like long meetings, because if I run this meeting too long, next time I call the meeting, you won't like to come. You say this meeting is always too long. So permit me that we don't run very long meetings. We'll communicate. I know when the NOS was trying to read out some guidelines and the structure as directed by the Director General, a lot of people probably did not have a good grasp of what, but we'll put that down in writing and we'll send it through the chapter chairman. Am I correct, NOS? Through the party office in each state. We have a proper organogram that will run the entire campaigns. Please, let's just follow that organogram. And I also want to thank the party. I think for the first time, I've seen at least middle-aged people as DG and chairman of campaign council is 2023. I mean PDP, mean business this time. Because we have all the energy, we have all the capacity to run around. And I think we'll deploy that seriously. We'll deploy our capacity, our energy, our tenacity, and everything that we have to make sure that we do our very best. But no matter what we do on that campaign is all jamboree. What is the main issue is still how many people will vote for you and how many people will stand to defend your vote, which is why I said that the NOS will communicate that. I've listened to all the comments. I've taken the notes seriously. We'll incorporate that when we are trying to communicate with all the state chapters, and from there we'll trickle down to all other people. All other publications shall be communicated accordingly. And I believe all the DGs, DDGs, they know themselves. They also will communicate all their committee members and all relevant information. So those will be put down. If we want to sit down here and dictate that from start to finish, we'll be here till 6 p.m. And I don't think that's the essence of this inaugural meeting. Once again, let me appreciate our vice presidential candidate. He has given reasons for why the presidential candidate is not here. And we really want to thank them. And we believe, with all of us inside this room, by the time this election is over, we have cause to come back and smile. May God give us victory. Thank you, PDP. PDP!
Most of the parties with this campaign programs. We've not seen most of the parties started. Who started early as a party?
Well, you can see that, and of course, Nigerians can actually see that PDP is prepared for this election and for, once again, the leadership of this country. The other parties are crawling behind. We have set the pace and we have hit the ground running. And I believe that the other parties will just be doing some catching up going forward.
What should we expect from the party going forward?
Issue-based campaign. And we roll out what we are going to do to Nigerians and solutions to Nigeria's problems. Thank you very much.
Excellent.
Well, let me first of all thank all PDP members across Nigeria and even in the diaspora. Your question is repeating exactly what we've said and the commitment we've given. So it makes it easier to answer. You're saying, how am I sure that all our campaigns will be issue-based? And that's what we've promised Nigerians, that our campaign will be issue-based. You see, if you look at the people who are pioneering the campaign, who are championing the campaign, all the PDP stalwarts here, these are people who are tested. These are people who are not coming to tell you something new. We are not telling you what we can do. We are going to tell you what we have done and what we want to do for Nigeria. And I can assure you, within a very shortest possible period of time, we should be able to bounce back this economy. And we'll get few things right. So it's not our wish, sure. We've committed that and we'll keep to that. Trust us.
Talking of resources.
Yeah.
How the party has enough resources to mobilize this campaign?
resources, the greatest resource that we need here is the people. And PDP, we have a structure up to every unit in this country. So if you have the people, and that's election, so what else do you want? So we have the people, so what is the unit? That's why we say power to the people. So from the unit to the highest level, they are all our people. So why wouldn't we win election? So I don't see any other resource you mentioned that will pass human beings, and we have them all over.
Lastly from me, what message are you giving back to Nigerians?
I just want to tell Nigerians that everything does not begin and end with the campaign council. Our duty is to make the campaigns. It's for Nigerians to vote for PDP and for God to give us the victory. That's all. Thank you.
Afternoon. Yes, thank you for having me. What I will take away from here today is the courage and the focus to go and deliver this great party, because PDP has been a party that that stood for peace and is still standing for peace. And we learned that it's not just to go and begin to look forward to see how we will win, but to work and win. So if you did not work, you will not win. So the encouragement that I also want to give our PDP personnel today in the whole Nigeria is that we should take any aspirant or candidate of various parties very, very easy, because we know that they are all out to win election. But as we work assiduously, by the special grace of God and God helping us, we surely deliver the party and we win come 2023. And that is what I'm taking away from here today.
What's the message to the electorate as they're fast approaching to the election?
Yes, my message to the electorate is that they shouldn't be waiting for, we must get money before we vote. We have suffered enough. You know, the electorate always believe that the highest bidder should be voted. And that is the reason we are in this mess today. If we believe that he who will deliver us, who will set us free and make Nigeria to be a place inhabitable, should be voted, regardless of whatsoever that person may present. It should be a token like taking water. If you are in the field to vote, if you are thirsty and you have something to take as water or maybe a relief before you vote, that one should be enough. It shouldn't be like somebody is trading, that when you give me so high, that is when I'll vote you. That is the reason the electorate always vote wrongly. They find it wrongly if they did not know that it is the person who is qualified or who is capable to lead the nation is the one that we should elect. Thank you. I am Ambassador Dr. Sunday Balogun from Edo State.
Good afternoon. My name is Iyom Josephine Aneni. I'm a member of the Presidential Campaign Committee.
What roles will the women take for the course of the president?
Well, I just laugh because let me get myself together. You see, yeah. I'm trying to resist. I'm trying to fight against this stereotyping. You know, what role will women play? Are women not members of this party? Are women not mainstream bona fide members of the party? Why should their role be different from what other people's roles are? The role of every serious-minded Democrat in Nigeria today, whether you're a man or a woman, a young person, an older person, is to make sure that we return democracy to this country. Because as we are today, there's no democracy. We are not practicing democracy. We don't have a government. Our role is to do everything in our power, in our capacity, to return governance to the country, to install a credible, focused government to this country. Because as at now, we are living in a country without government. It's an ungoverned state. And so it's everybody's concern, whether you are a woman or a man or a youth or any old or young, is to reset Nigeria. Again, I am resisting this stereotyping. I am resisting it. So if I can advise women, I can equally advise men. And I'm advising both men and women. So this question of women, we are not, yes, I'm addressing Nigerians generally. Whether you are a man or a woman, do what you need to do to make sure that come 2023, PDP takes the reins of government in Nigeria, so that it will pull us back from the brink, because we are just at the brink of falling into a bottomless pit. So we need a good person, a good rider to grab the reins of government and pull us back from the brink. That is my advice to Nigerians. Nigerians, this is your chance. Whether you are a man, whether you are a woman, work very hard to make sure you are not deceived a third time. You were deceived in 2015. You were deceived in 2019. This is the last chance. If Nigerians are deceived once again, then there will be no Nigeria. Then everybody is doomed. The country is doomed, everybody is doomed. So it is our collective responsibility to make sure that we shun every sentiment, anything that, because this last government has been a government that has divided Nigeria so much that we are no longer one, we are no longer a country. It's either you are a Muslim, or you are a Christian, or you are a northerner, or you are a southerner, or you are a youth, or you are an old person. No, it shouldn't be that. We are a whole, and when we are a whole, we have to be, everybody must be in it together. So we must find a way of coming together. And we have a leader now who is equipped, who has the capacity, who is ready, who can glue us together. And we call him, in this party, we call him the unifier. The person is Atiku Abubakar. He has the glue to bring all the broken parts, the way they have broken us into pieces, to bring everybody back together as a whole. And as a whole, we shall make it. So that is my advice. Please don't be deceived a third time. Don't be deceived a third time. This is our chance, and this is probably our last chance to survive as a country. That's what I'm saying. If we want to heal, if we want to get back, then we should not allow ourselves to be deceived. Vote buying is another deceit. It's another way of deceiving you. They give you a few naira and you think that is it. Please, shine your eyes, Nigerians, shine your eyes. This is the time, and this is the only time we have to be Nigeria. My name is Iyom Josephine Aneni.
For updates.